hope you guys have had a good week, and welcome to another video where you'll be learning how to throw the lead arm punch, so the jab, to the body of your opponent. And this jab is really important for three different reasons, or three main reasons. One is that you are going to be manipulating your opponent by keep throwing that lower jab by distracting them and making them drop their hands, because if you keep getting hit to the body, you're over time going to keep dropping your hands, which is going to lead up to the second reason why this jab is really important, and it is to set up shots. Okay, set up shot is really important. So when you throw the jab to the body and they keep dropping the hand, you can then change the level and go to the top. It's going to be very confusing. If you keep mixing it up, it's going to be very hard to read as well. And the third reason is that, believe it or not, it can really hurt, especially if you slip and they come in and you throw that jab. That could do a lot of damage. Or if you put a lot of power in that jab, then it's going to be very difficult for your opponent to deal with it over 2 minutes or 3 minutes in the round. And especially if you target the solar plexus, which I'll put a little graph up here, it's going to really do some damage as well. How do you throw this jab? Let me show you. So the first thing we're going to do is get into our boxing stance and facing the opponent. So remember, the shoulder should be in line with the target, so we're not going too wide out. And once we're in this position, the very first thing we want to do is actually a defensive technique, and it's called the duck. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is ever so slightly dip our knees. Okay, so we're not going to go all the way here, and we're not going to go to the side. We're just going to ever so slightly bring down our body just like this. And the reason why we do this is to get out of line of our opponent's attack. So if my opponent throws a jab, for example, I've now slightly, it should scrape your head, okay, just very slightly ducked forward. And from here, that is when you're going to fully extend and use your hips and fire through the jab to the body, okay? And from here, a little bonus tip is, if your opponent, you've now hit that body, so come closer. So if I've now hit you, your opponent isn't going to be there. So if I've just hit you, where are you going to be? You're going to be hit back, okay? So a lot of time when I see people training that jab, they come down, they throw the jab, and then they'll throw a shot. That shot isn't going to land. So adding on to this, once you've learned how to correctly dip, get out of line of your opponent's attack, and then fire that jab straight to the body. Remember, straight. Once you pierce through that, you can take a step forward and then fire your other shots that you want to throw. So make sure you check out last week's video where I've shown you how to correctly move forward and backwards, because this is really important for learning this. So you've now just learned how to throw the jab to the body correctly, and also how to follow it up with other punches as well. Please leave a comment and
like, comment, share, subscribe.
And I've just started out my own brand. It's called Fleck, and it's about a community of people who believe in protecting others, not only physically, but also emotionally, spiritually, in every way possible, protecting our loved ones. So if you like the idea and you want to be involved in that community, then make sure to leave a comment below, message me on Instagram, and check out the website protectorofleck.com. Thank you guys as always, and I will see you in next week's video.